be like, "Oh, babe, come here, like let's get a photo," and then you sort of like you can't help but like throw like maybe a funny face or maybe you look too serious.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'm.
You
trying
don't
to
like look
cool.
natural
Because we keep saying it's like, oh, we need to take more photos together because we've got like none.
Yep.
And every time we do it, just I will look at some of the photos and I look fucking terrible. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll on the YouTube. I'll put them on screen. But this is the photo.
My smile always. I can't
This
smile.
is the photo she tried to take of me to be like romantic.
He looks like such a rich, like such a Chad, where like the music stops and you're like
and I.
the shirt looks nice.
No, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm not doing any. She tried taking some, and like all of them, I look fucking terrible.
Oh, mate.
And then she sent me some of us together, and they looked even worse. And I'm like, we can't take photos. No, it's all me. I'm the main instigator here because I have a bad face. It is Morokai with 2 Eyes. We're back on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. I am the worst person to go shopping with.
Yeah, I feel like we've discussed this before. Continue. Why this time?
Well, I feel like the more and more this relationship evolves, the more and more I realise that I am a child.
Wait, what? Yeah,
like,
follow.
I got my girlfriend to take me shopping at like DFO because I need new work shoes.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like stalling these shop.
You're like just like
being annoying. She's like, "Do you want me to get you a boost?" And I'm like, because I was like,
I
I feel like I'm going to pass out. Like I was getting, she's like, I'll go get you a boost, and she bought me a boost. And then I'm walking around.
Well, if you're going to buy me a boost, I won't say no. You being you with your bloody habits of yours. How dare I deny that?
Oh, I felt like such a child. And then there's something I saved because I thought you would like this.
Oh,
like,
beautiful.
it's funny. Walking around, and then obviously I'm going store to store, and the whole point was I was like, I need new shoes for work. My shoes are rooted, and the thing is, I need nice shoes, and they're fucking expensive. Like everywhere I'm going, like $200, $200. And I got recommended to DFR. They're like, oh, it'll be a lot cheaper for you.
Yeah, because they're outlets. So realistically, it should
and you
be.
get some business shoes. Mate, I went there. They're all still $200. And it's like, oh, $200, but the next pair's 50% off. But I'm like, I'm still paying
but I still want
fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lose-lose situation.
It really was. So after walking around so many stores, I'm like, for fuck's sake. Anyway, we get to one, and I'm starting to like try on the shoes. And I look in the mirror, and as I'm looking in the mirror, I like said to my girlfriend, I'm like, fuck's sake. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I really am all legs and ass, and so like, that's such like a tiny torso. I'm like, because I always have a business shirt tucked in, my belt around, and
the return of Lukey Longley.
And I looked, and she just laughed. And then when we left, there was one guy in the store, and he was just like, "Oh, you getting shoes?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, not the bar. Like, I might come back." He's like, "Oh, I hope you do." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Anyway, I go out, I leave, and then as I'm walking around, there's more mirrors, and my girlfriend goes, "You really are like just all legs." I'm like, "All right, relax. Get me my Mango Tango Crush and just cool it." So, anyway, we walked around. We kept walking around, and it fucked me up because after this entire loop of the DFO, the cheaper shoes that didn't look too bad were the final store. Oh. So it's that guy that quickly talked to me before. Anyway, I go back, and this guy comes up. He's like, "Oh, you're back. You ran away from me before." And I didn't take notice of what he said, but my girlfriend did. So my girlfriend got a little protective. And she's like, "Oh, no, it's good that you came back." And he's like, "Oh, let me go get the other shoes for you," things like that. And I had this image. So I didn't realise. I think he's gay. Like, I had no idea.
Couldn't tell by that or the voice you're putting on.
And I just thought he was trying to be helpful. I'd be terrible in a gay club. Get so taken advantage of. Anyway, in this store, they're close together, but they're in different parts, right? So I looked back on it and I realised my girlfriend's like to the left of me, like a couple of metres away. And this guy's behind me, like another couple of metres away. I'm standing there with one shoe on,
Okay.
looking in this full size mirror.
Oh, those mirrors are really good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I'm a big fan
looking
of
at
them.
and I'm looking at my shoe, and then I go back to looking at the size of my ass and my legs. So I'm kind of like turning my ass, like I'm like, for fuck's sake, is there like a surgery I can get to lengthen my torso? And and I realise as I'm doing that
he's checking you out.
yeah. And I can get why too. Like I'm kind of deliberately like looking at my ass, like while he's
there. He's like, oh, you want to try on these pants? No, it's just a shoe shop.
Yeah. No, come in the back. Come in the back. He's just taking off his own pants. That was, and then it made me feel better because we go back to the car park. My girlfriend has parked so incredibly out of the lines. It wasn't even funny. Like it was one of those moments where we walk back. I'm just carrying my shoes, and then I look, and then we both go, "Oh my god, she was so out of line." It was like, how do we ignore that? So, oh mate, it was fucking funny.
Oh shit.
It was. Mate, do you know what else too? We can't take like a nice photo. Like you and your girlfriend Ali, you have a really nice photo you took very early on. You're like on a footy oval.
Yeah. That photo's elite. My mum took that.
Yeah, and the sun's like shining just right.
Awesome.
Like sunset, and it looks good.
Thank you.
Me and Rach just can't take a good photo.
Do you feel forced though when you go to take a photo? Like it's not on purpose that you feel forced, but like be like, "Oh, babe, come here, like let's get a photo," and then you sort of like. You can't help but like throw like maybe a funny face or maybe you look too serious.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm.
You
trying
don't
to
like look
cool.
natural
because we keep saying it's like, oh, we need to take more photos together because we've got like none.
Yep.
And every time we do it, I will look at some of the photos and I look fucking terrible. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll on the YouTube. I'll put them on screen. But this is the photo.
My smile always. I can't
this
smile.
This is the photo she tried to take of me to be like romantic.
He looks like such a RIZZ, like such a Chad, where like the music stops and you're like
and I.
the shirt looks nice.
No, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm not doing any. She tried taking some, and like all of them, I look fucking terrible.
Oh, mate.
And then she sent me some of us together, and they looked even worse. And I'm like, we can't take photos. No, it's all me. I'm the main instigator here because I have a bad face. It just doesn't camera well.
Do you remember when we used to do all the clothes? I could never ever. I couldn't just have my hands by my side. I always had to give like a thumbs up at Shaka or like the people. I could never ever not just have my hands by my side.
You loved a good Shaka.
It's just such a go-to. I didn't know what to do with my hand.
We have by far and. I think it's at my mum's place. Do you know where I'm going with this? I don't think you do, but give it a go.
I don't 100% know, but if you're talking about, like, I feel like we're still on the subject of photos.
Yeah, yep.
There is an amazing photo of us at a nightclub.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Wait, are you talking about, is there a really bad one as well? Because I do think there probably is a bad one of us.
There probably is a few bad ones.
But, like, there is, like, one specific photo. I'll find it. I'll try and find it on my Instagram, like, maybe after this or, like, even, like, as you talk, I'll try to find it. But that photo of you and I is, hands down, probably one of my favourite photos of us.
Yeah.
Like, easily.
Yeah. Do I have a cheeky smirk and like?
I think you might.
I always have.
And I have like the long sleeve shirt on with my hat, or like, of course, I was wearing a cap. But
I think and it's kind of orange background.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. The one
it's a fucking elite photo.
So there's I honestly think a photo that could have been released online and got like thousands and thousands of likes if it had the right, like say it was uploaded to like a lad Bible or something like that. Mate, our formal photo.
Yes.
There's a group photo of like us with all our friends and there's a redhead kid in the middle.
Yep. And
me and two other mates have everyone's serious. Like everyone's serious. And me and two other mates behind him have put our hands over like he is a roaring fire around a campsite and we're just we're just enjoying the warmth. So everyone's serious and we're just behind this redheaded kid using his head as warmth. And it is fucking God. And I think my mum has it saved in like a photo album. So once I I think I'm going to hers Tuesday night.
Beautiful.
You're going to have to remind me to find that photo so I can put it on the podcast on YouTube.
Okay, beautiful.
It's fucking hilarious.
Speaking of photos themselves, I don't know about you, but I always felt school photos were the worst.
School photos were the worst.
Like the absolute worst. Like maybe you didn't sleep well the night before. Maybe like your acne's come back really bad or you got sunburnt. Usually I was sunburnt and all that. And then it was always like, back straight, you have to have your feet here. No, smile. Smile. And you're like, I am fucking smiling. I'm doing the best job I can. Leave me alone.
And were your parents the same where they prep you as in like, I'm paying good money for these
yes,
photos? Make
all
sure
the time.
you smile.
I'm like, why? We had 2 mates in high school. I remember they never wore reading glasses at all, or like just glasses in general. In their year 12 photo, I think they just rocked up to school with like the wackiest like reading glasses. Like, they just threw them on for the school photos. You go to like the yearbook or like the school at the end, their school photos are hilarious. And I'm like, geez, I wish I was like that. Just in the final year, like just go for it. Like, why not?
Just be a RIZZ.
Well, that'd be good. I had no Riz. I was Riz-less.
Bro, the word RIZZ fucks me up. Just Captain Riz, Sergeant Riz, that kind of stuff.
After we were doing the podcast, how you were like the spin the wheel thing, he then like obviously because you sent me one. That guy's hilarious.
Oh, spin the wheel.
Yeah, spin the wheel. Gotta spin the wheel. I'm just like, they said the money. It's like, no, spin the wheel.
It fucks me up how there's people get more and more original, even though it's so hard. It is so hard to find a new idea on the internet that hasn't been done, yet some people still fucking manage to do it.
Well, that one's such a simple one too.
I always thought about that with inventions.
Like as a kid, you definitely thought it's so easy to come up with something.
It's like that episode on The Simpsons where Homer's trying to become an inventor.
Yeah, the makeup shotgun. Yeah, where he like, turned it to slut mode.
I like the automatic hammer. That was good.
That was grouse. But you're so right. I feel like that's the thing, right? Though, I think a child's imagination is so good at making up things that have never ever. You'd be like, "What is that, Billy?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a race car 3000 or something, whatever." And you're like, "That sounds amazing." But as an adult, I don't know whether it's because you're so swamped with work, bills, socializing, family issues, and all. Like you can seriously not come up. Yeah, like you've got nothing in your brain. There's just stress, and maybe where your next meal is going to come from. But like, as a kid, you're just going with the flow. It's the same as drawing. Like I know for a fact you used to draw so much as a kid, like I did as a pastime as well. If I tried to pick up a pencil today and drew something, I reckon I'd be like within like 2 minutes, be like, "This is shit. I'm done."
Oh, I'd be the exact same.
Whereas a kid, though, I'd be like, give me a piece of paper and a grey lead pencil. I'll draw for 3 hours.
Do you know what?
I'll have a drawing book.
Do you know what it is? It's the same with I tried to play that video game X Defiant the other day.
Yeah.
Right? And I jump on. I'm like, oh, this looks cool. This looks like my type of game. I haven't played video games this year, I reckon. I have not touched it pretty much at all. I know that I was really into them late last year. Like for ages, I was playing every game I could. And I was loving it. And now the idea to get on, I'm like, unless it's with you, I just don't want to do it. And I tried to play X Defiant. Seems like my type of game. But then I was getting shit on because everyone else is obviously better. And I just couldn't. Immediately in my head, I went, it's going to take too much time for me to get slightly better. I can't be fucked. So I just turned it off and I was like, nah. And I think it's the same with like it is drawing other activities. You go, this is going to take a while for me to get good at. And I don't even know if I'm going to be that passionate about it. Nah.
It is, though. I just feel like now that we're older, more mature, anything that takes too much, you actually now worry about the duration of what something's going to do. And it's seriously, and it sounds awful, but it could even be like this thought of just maybe doing a grocery shop, or like even just like you said, like you have to shop for new shoes, because in your head you're like, that's traveling. Then if I don't find the shoes immediately, that could be anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. Travel home. I've lost a good 3 hour chunk where I could have been doing something that I enjoy.
You know what's funny?
Or not even something that you enjoy, but like just like stuff that needs to be done.
Do you know what's funny? I went up to be the type of person I was like, yeah, I get that. There's 3 hours where I could have been learning guitar or something. But instead it's like, if I had that free time, I'm on TikTok and social media crap.
Well, me too.
I've gone back into, so you know how I was saying like I'm on TikTok way too much. I'm going to take a big break. And then I had that 2 week break. Yeah, and you did
really good.
So I had that 2 week big break. When I came back, TikTok was the greatest thing ever. And now I'm back into
that.
It's mundane again, but I'm still on it all the time. I want to do one of those things that again, I saw it on fucking TikTok where they just go out into the wilderness and try to spy for like 10 days. Like, I would
love
reset.
to see you with a GoPro on your head for that. I feel like I'll just see you with a stick. We're like, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit.
You see me trying to fight off like a boar with bark or something.
You've actually like made friends with the coconut. You're like, yes, Mr. Coco, we will go on the adventure today. You're like just absolute like insane. Like
I've lost my marbles.
Did you reckon that would happen though? If you become so conditioned to technology and all that, and you get thrown away for 10 days. Because, mate, that first day is a struggle for sure.
I think if you were able to find food and the weather conditions weren't too bad, I think there's something like primaliness that would connect. Like, I feel like
your instincts would sort of take over a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what we're made to do. We're not meant to be on our phones. We're not meant to be inside. We're meant to be outside, hunting, gathering. I think we would be happier. I don't know, though.
No, I think that's a fair argument.
I think it'd be a bit of a reset.
Well, if you think about it as well, because if you take away your social media, like there's, especially these days, because I feel like there's so much more depressing news stories and just articles and just videos in general than there are positive, like upbringing.
Oh, it's definitely
and all that
more
now.
Fucking depressing.
So, like, if you're not seeing that, you're not, none the wiser of that. I feel like you would just be a happier person.
Yeah.
And you're not like, oh, I better check in, on Stacey and how our kids are doing today, because Stacey always makes a morning status and all that. Because I'm sure we all have that, like, friend, if not like that family member or like friends of family on their house, just like, great weekend today up at the Grampians. We went camping. Then we got to run into Wayne, and oh my God, I can't believe we ran into Wayne, and he let us over for a coffee and a tea, and it was grouse, and oh, I just can't wait for next weekend. And I'm there, and I'm like, I just don't care. Like I'm glad that you had a good time, but I don't care.
I don't know how you made me think of this, but this happened last night with my girlfriend. We're in bed, and I think she's like, when are we getting a cat? And I'm like, look.
A cat?
Yeah, we're getting a cat. At some stage, yeah.
There's no way it's living here.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's why it's not a quick thing. Yeah. That's why it's not a quick thing, because I'm like, I need to make sure it's not going to be scratching up my couch.
There's no way it would be in here. Mate, I know. I'm sorry. I know you. I have known you for so long. The fact that you're even considering getting a pet, that is absolutely, and I'm going to say it on the pod, that is fucked.
Well, it's for the right girl. So it's so you got to make some sacrifices for the one you love. All right.
I can't believe this.
But the thing is, I'm happy to make that sacrifice, but it better be for the right fucking cat. Like, if a week in, Mittens the third is fucking up my entire house, there's going to be problems.
I was going to say, so are you guys going to go to like an animal? Are you guys going to like adopt?
Not sure yet. It'll be a lot.
Yeah, it's still
down.
Like a bit.
It'll be
down
sometime this year, but it'll be. It's definitely not
your
front
sake,
because it's not like as simple as, oh yeah, cool, it's gonna be cute and run around. You have to buy it like food each week,
cat litter,
all that kind of stuff.
The cat shit stinks, by the way.
Thanks, mate.
No, it's just a heads up. So don't have it in your bedroom.
Yeah, what kind of animal shit doesn't stink? So I can
I'm just saying though, because but Ali's cat Bruce, which I love Bruce. He's a great cat, but obviously, it lives in her room and stuff like that, because it can't go outside because it doesn't get along with the other cats. The other cats want to kill it, and all that. So yeah, the cat litter and all that, it's in her room, and if you open up that bathroom door, mate, sometimes it's like, Jesus Christ, what have you had today?
I think I've seen some, and you know how I like to get the best of everything. I think I've seen cat litters where it's automatic, it goes.
Yeah, that one looks cool. I know the one that you're talking about. That one looks great.
So, there's got to be a way where there's a lot of steps. I don't want to just rush. That is not something
you got to get a lap
rush.
cat, I feel. And get an indoor one. Don't get an outdoor one, because they're vicious, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting an outdoor cat. Or
if you can get a lap one that just comes to you, sits in your lap, you can pat it, it's not going to bite you.
Yeah.
I reckon you'll have a great time.
Yeah.
I seriously think you'll love it.
Yeah. And then we can have it on the pod too.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Just chilling. That'd be awesome.
That would be good. But yeah, no, it is not getting rushed in any way.
That's massive news.
I've got a really good topic for the next pod that I think you might enjoy, actually. So everyone get pumped for the next one, because I've got a good topic. So guys, that was Morokai with 2 eyes. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next one.
Boom.
Boom.